Hello. Yeah. Currently, I'm fussing a bit with my game. Trying to sort shit out. Well, hi, hello. Let's see, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, let's load that one. Okay. Hi. So, as the title says, Fingerless gloves slowly happening. I have one done. I have one. So, I am slowly working on the other one. It will go into green and then into yellow. This can be really cool. I also need to keep track of which round I'm currently on. Might actually need my own pattern. Um, 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 there. That's the pattern I was using. Okay. After the thumb hole. And after that. Okay. Okay. And let's see, that's the thumb hole. I've done that. Okay. So now. Okay. It's fine. I know where I am. At the moment, anyway. Okay. 3, 4. Okay. I am also uncaffeinated. I mean, I. The most important thing. And oh joy, this camera is focusing on everything else apart from where I want it. Yay! And I have taken allergy tablet, but it's not effective yet, so I have a sneezing coming at the moment. No, I can feel it. Ugh, so annoying. Ugh. This is just my basic fishnet fingerless pattern, so it has some slight shaping to it, but otherwise it's just straight up chains and single crochet. And hello Dizzy, how's it doing? I'm feeling the effects of plant use in the air, so I have already taken allergy tablet, and I am almost in need of coffee. No. No. And I also need to run to a grocery store after stream. Eyes and nose itching. Yeah, for me it's not my eyes that much. It's more my nose. No, itching and sneezing. Thankfully, it doesn't affect my eyes that much. It's just I can feel something is affecting my eyeballs, but it's not bad. It's more like the feeling in your eyeballs after you have been binge watching a TV show. Grab a drink, feed a burb. Yeah. Because I got my coffee so early, I already soon need more of it. Yeah. Oh yeah. See that all of those purple ups and I can change my build to that one. I need to sort of keep track on the game because I'm finally progressing in Idle Wizard after being pretty much stuck and stagnant for a few weeks. Oh, we're finally getting into all of the green, by the way. Is the camera picking that up? Not quite. Oh, there we go. It will go more green because we are in that greenish gray area. Then moving into that yellow. But this one will be same size as the red and orange. I am just at that one spot where it's like 15 rounds of chain 4, single crochet, chain 4, single crochet. Something like that. I never counted because I make them shaped to fit my hands more than going back to a pattern, please. But if I get bored of these, I might actually switch up. I do have other fingerless gloves I'm working on, just saying. This ain't the only pair. I can sort of use the other glove as measurement for this one. But mostly I'll be using my own hand. Because I know it is a lot of rounds with game 4 to like to about down here and then switching to chain 5. Oh, I wish that sneeze would break out finally. I blew my nose 3 times already today. It would be quite annoying. Especially when you get a sneeze that doesn't want to break out. Oh, I can feel it's there. It's just not wanting to happen. Ugh. actually switch between this one and my knitted zigzag. See how my wrist is feeling. My left one doesn't want to work right sometimes. Yeah. So many rounds to go with this. At least the zigzag one is knitted flat. So at least there is that. But I also really want to make some progress on this. But I also really want to make some progress on the knitted one. Because I'm slacking hard on these two. Doing a lot of other things instead. Which is why I decided to work on these today. Can I switch build and get some more progress here now? Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, we're finally at the green. Oh, woohoo. And we're gonna have a lot of it before we go into the yellow. Which means that I should have yarn left over. Find the center here. Don't mind me fingering the yarn. Yeah, I should have leftovers to make something. She made them birds fed. Woo! I need to feed my snails before I go after stream. I think they have eaten while I left them 2 days ago. Yeah, garden snails. I used to have 12, but it seems like only 3 survived winter. Just common garden snails. Yeah, I have a tank. It's actually sort of up in that angle on top of my PC tower. You should search for snails in my Discord then. I've posted quite a few pictures from when I found the first one named Speedy. Just search for Speedy or Snail or something. I think if you search for Speedy, you will get pictures of the very first one, and then you can just go from there. Actually, one of the snails that survived winter is one of the babies that managed to grow up. They eat a bit of everything, just normal veggies and lettuce and such. So I give them like a big leaf, and I just need to feed them every 3 or 4 days. You know, now when they're finally awake. But yeah, I did manage to apparently get snails breeding. Even though only one of them survived, but still. It's a lot more than I thought. I think, yeah, I even posted a few videos of them. Screw them up. Yeah. I bring them home instead. I think my oldest one became almost 4 years old. Which is quite a bit of years for a common garden snail, when the age of it was unknown from the start. But yeah, it was almost 4. When that one finally died. I've saved all of the shells, by the way, from the snails that have passed. So what I'll do is I'll probably put them in resin, make them into necklaces. Especially the first one I ever brought home. Where is that? Oh no, that one is in the kitchen by the resin stuff. Just so that I specifically remember. desperately need more coffee, it seems. I want bug pets again. For a year or so, I had like 500 darkling beetles as pets. And yes, you heard it right, 500 plus darkling beetles as pets. I ended up selling them to a guy whose boyfriend had just gotten 5 lizards. Because part of what the lizards eat are the larval stage of the beetles. So I sold the entire swarm to him. He wanted to surprise his boyfriend. And then I got the snails. Now I've had snails for about 5 years, I think now. I'm not sure. But I want bugs again. Mother doesn't like that though. So I'll probably get something aquatic. Get some small fish or something instead. I need to try this on after this one. Okay. Let's try this on. Let's see. Thumb hole is there. Found it. It will be a bit hard to get on, but once they're on, they are very comfy. There was a sneeze finally. There might be another one incoming. Oh. Yeah, I've kept them intentionally very short up here. Just so I can still grab things and hold without causing any stress on the actual glove if it had been up here. But yeah, I still have a lot more to do with the chain 4. Because, you know, it's gonna be long. You can see the shaping actually. It's chain 5 until like here. Then it's chain 4 single crochet until about here-ish somewhere. Then it's chain 5 single crochet for the rest. You can even see the shaping. And this one will eventually be the same. But that actually requires me to work on it, which I have not been doing. Because I had expected these to be done last week. But no. But no, I started on a knitted fingerless gloves. Yeah, rabbit. Eh, rabbit. Yes, your rabbit. Still sitting on my desk. How's you doing? Yeah. I actually need more coffee soon. Dangling his legs, yeah. Hmm, this is looking like a problem. This is looking like a problem. I know. Hmm. A massive crime scene. Let me take care of my game because seeing that I should be able to switch build that one. Okay, yeah, that's some good progress. Let's do that. Okay. Uh, let's finish this round before I grab more coffee. When doing this, it's really easy to keep track of where the round is because this right here is where it started. This end right here. You don't need a stitch marker even. Means that after this thing of crochet, I can grab more coffee. Yep, perfectly matches up. Yay! And also, it's very stretchy. It's so fun. They are very stretchy. Okay, before I get distracted. Coffee. Gonna try and put. Don't fall down. Yeah, that is Hobby Universe in the color. Was it solar flare? Solar flare or solar eclipse? I think it was solar flare. This one. But yeah, coffee because We have a crime. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Here's the right button. I do actually have another one of them that is unused. Let's see. Color 7. It is. Let's see. I do got hobby website actually saved as a bookmark. I just need to and there type in uni. I've already made a headband for them. Yeah, solar flare. I think. Yeah, because solar eclipse is color 12. And it is a brighter version of this one. Yeah. But yeah, this is actually the leftovers from the headband. If you look in my Discord for just headband or universe headband, you should find it. I think I took pictures of it when it was done. Otherwise, let me know and I'll grab it. It's like 5 meters away in the hallway. But yeah, I've already made a headband. And the headband is actually a free pattern on hobby specifically for the universal line. And it's a very annoying pattern, but it's gorgeous. But it's annoying because it is all front post, back post, double crochet. All of it. It was so long ago that I am not sure if I took pictures when it was done. But yeah, I am making these specifically to match it. And that's also why I'm making them long, so I can get all 4 colors in the gloves too. And if I don't have pictures of the headband, I need to get on that. Apart from the green, they are not colors I would wear on their own, but when they're mixed like this, I will. Let's see, how much more? I need to see if I can figure out how much more before I can go over to chain 5. See if I can figure that out, by the way. Come here, you. Let's see, that's the thumb hole. Thumb hole. Gonna put them on top like this and see if I can figure it out. Okay, so right around there, okay. Still have a long way to go. Still have a long way to go. Yeah, around here, where it really goes over to the orange. I won't get as much yellow as I had thought, but it's fine. I don't really mind. I am not exactly making them to match up, otherwise I would have started these ones over here instead of letting all of this orange be here. One. Okay. Might switch over to the knitted ones. But I'm gonna need hand cream before that. Because my knitted ones are in a kind of rough cotton denim. So it's very rough to work with, but once you're wearing them, it's soft as hell. So I am working them on DPNs because I don't have any normal 40 knitting needles in that size. I will be fixing that next week, I believe. Let me check the date. Will it be next week? Yeah, about next week. I go from mother's medicine refills on Monday. Which means that that's probably when I need to pick up more, so... Maybe you can put on... No, I am just very, very, very careful. Actually, I can change after this round. And then I'll probably change back to these ones later. Okay. One and one more. There we go. 1, 3, 4. Slowly working up. Looking fishnetty, at least. Okay, let's push it up a bit. Okay, going to move the microphone a tiny bit. Let's see here. I am there, which means go like that. Okay, let's see if I can... No, that was correct, okay, good. Come on. Go from underneath, there we go, okay. But yeah, here we go. Fine, I'm gonna have to have that one in my lap then. Yeah. You make them flat like these until they like go around your hand fully. And then you just pick out where you want your thumb hole to be. And then you seam the sides together. Because if you do it right, then the side you started with will match up to the other side. Actually, I can show you that. I have a blue and black one that I have not yet sewn up. Really? So here. You see these started with the blue and end with the black. So that when you seam them together, they are actually lining up. And you just pick out where you want the thumb hole to be. These are a bit shorter than the ones I'm currently working on. It's the same yarn, by the way. Just, these are pattern accurate because I used 51 stitches cast on. And these I used 41. So these are a bit shorter. Those are the ones that are in my slideshow. Because I have one of them finished. I have one finished here. Yeah, they if you make it right, they should line up perfectly. You can even see my stitching right there. And sort of right there. Lose a stitch, you lose your mind. Yeah. Then imagine doing flat knitting on deep ends. Let's do that. Because I need to grab that one here. I mean, it's not too bad because they are staying. Like, I still have plenty of space on the ends. And they are not exactly moving much. Because I'm not exactly a loose knitter, so it's fine. And also these balls are center pull. Yeah, they are pretty secure. I need to like take it all the way up to the end. Okay, let's see here. Right. Let's see here. If I can, yeah, okay. Once you learn the pattern, it's really, really, really easy to remember. Which means I can actually do this while talking. It is that easy. Yeah, I have knitted that beret a bit too tight, I can tell. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be hell in a little while, but it's fine. Yeah. Need to keep track. What's that for? 1 decrease, yes, okay. Oh yeah, this is the pattern I linked in my Discord. I did. Yeah, I did link them. I did actually remember to link them, yeah. You can see. It's just a series of increases and decreases. It goes kinda quick. It's also really easy to keep track of where you are in the pattern. Because if you have the right side facing you, that's a pattern. If you have the wrong side, that's just knit across. And both the start and the end of the pattern row is just knit 1 decrease. and then the rest between is just a sequence that is really easy to remember. And you can also easily keep track of where you are, because you do an increase. You see right there. Now comes the fun part. Step 2, knit 1 and then pass those 2 knitted ones over. Ugh, I hate this. This is the part I was bitching about in all of the discords. Eh. Come on. Don't lose that stitch, please. Thank you. Okay. Got it. Whoa. Okay. I knitted that gray way too tight, by the way. And even if I dropped this now and walked away, I would still know where I am. Because before and after every increase and decrease, there is 4 knit stitch. And increase and decrease are very visible. So you will always know where you are. Yes, that was a decrease and now 4, so now I am on increase again. Whoa. I was actually working on these when I was watching the Storm Chaser last night. If you saw the pictures in my Discord. I was actually working on this while watching. There was an increase and then 4, so I am on that funky one again. Whoa. Yeah, come on. I am not doing it exactly like the pattern though. I have simplified some of the steps, but it still looks the same, so whatever. Okay, come on. Pick up that one. And only that one, thank you. Eh. The hard part. Flipping those 2 over without losing that. Thank you. I hate that part so much. Okay. You won't exactly see the pattern take shape until you have done the knitted row, however. Any sign of snow? No, actually not. I know that further up they have gotten snow. But down here, nothing. It's so weird. They spent a week saying that we would get snowed the entire country and done nothing. It do be quite annoying. think you have a rain planned on painting more window frames. Mold, yeah. Increase. Okay. Like I said, it's really easy to keep track of where you are in this pattern. Thankfully. Otherwise, I would never be able to do it. Carefully. I've actually tried to find more of this yarn, but nope. Haven't found it anywhere at all. It's like it doesn't exist. It is quite annoying because I would have liked to have more of this. It's a really cool yarn. There we go. And now when I have done the pattern row, you can actually see the pattern too. You see the increases. Very clearly. And then now when we do the full knitting, that will actually show that red zigzag. But yeah, the increases are very visible, which is why it's so easy to keep track of where you are. So it actually is very, I would say it's very beginner friendly because of that. Actually. Like if you remember the sequence. Oh, and I can tell by my game into switch build sets. I'll load that one instead. Here we go. And now we just loosely knit. That's gonna help us for the next row if we don't knit it super tight. Because if you knit this one tight, that's when you get the issues that I had. So you can knit the actual pattern row tight, but then you loosen up for the full knit stitch row. And future you will thank you. is still being a bitch. I need to drink more tea. I need to dig out my what was it? Apple cinnamon raisin tea. That usually helps. Usually. I don't want to dig into my spearmint tea yet because that's very much my winter tea. I might make a mug of my Chinese black tea, however. I use that one very sparingly because it's so expensive. It comes in a handmade bamboo jar. Hand painted too. Well, I have two of them. Come on, get in. To listen up on my tension. Or well, you know, try to. I'm a lot more used to having a tight tension than not. Because, you know, crochet. And yeah, my wrist did not like me. Good thing I remember to take the jacket. I can actually, actually sticking this needle into my stomach. Otherwise I would not be able to do this at all. Not with my left hand. But I mean, at least I get the same result, so whatever. It works. Alright, the coffee should be done. I actually put on more coffee. Hello bot. Thank you for tagging me so I can actually see you. Banned, bitch. I love it when they tag me. Oh, come on. I have been playing with the thought of maybe making a pair of these with multiple colors. But I'm not sure how well that would work. Since you are never actually cutting the yarn, you just carry it up the side. Sort of nestled around each other. I'm not sure how it would work with more than two colors. You can actually even sort of see it on the side here. Because you carry them behind each other. So now taking the gray behind the red, and then when I switch to red again, I'm taking that behind that. But they are nestled around each other. So I'm not sure how it will work with more than two colors. And I'm not even sure how it would look if you only had a single color. Because I've only seen people do these with two colors. I'm quite sure there must be someone that has done them in solid. Because the usage of two colors only make the zigzag more apparent. But it should still be there, visible, if you only used one color. So it has me curious. They're also slightly double-sided. Come here. Because you can turn them around and use the backside as the outside. I did actually show that in my slideshow. The black and blue glove that I have finished. I took one picture where I had right side and I turned it inside out and put it back on and took a picture of that. So that's why it, in the slideshow, when they show up, it looks like I have two. But I only have one. It actually should show up very soon, because that's the houndstooth. I actually used that, yeah, there we go. Or did I maybe only have one of them? Okay, I did only have one of them. So I must have cut the original picture, because the original picture I put the two together in a collage. Get in. Okay, so... I hate doing decreases in knitting. Ooh. Or maybe... okay, stick with me. What if... what if I found black and used that with a variegated or self-striping rainbow to make a pair of these. Or if I used white and a rainbow, that would fucking glow. That would be like actual glowing if I did with white and rainbow. Or if I made one of each. Because that would still make a pair. Because the rainbow, if I made one black and one white and used the same rainbow for both, kind of like I made those houndstooth that was just in the slideshow. Where was I? Okay. Pass over. The most annoying decrease ever in the history of knitting. Slip 2, knit 1, pass the slip stitches over. You know, if you actually can make this work. Okay, there we go. Without dropping everything. Got it. But yeah, we'll have to find black and or white and then a matching rainbow to do that. And it would have to be cotton. Just for the stitch definition. Otherwise these gloves do not look good. I didn't play with the idea of making them in acrylic, but I would lose all of that nice crisp stitch definition that they have. Okay, there we go. Okay, pass over again. Put those, knit one. Pass those over without dropping everything. Okay, come here. The only reason why I stick with it is because I know they look so good when they're done. Otherwise I would engineer a different stitch than that one. Okay, come on, get in. Yeah. But yeah, if I can find black and or white and then a matching yarn in a rainbow, I will be doing a pair of these with that. Yes, I do want more pairs of these zigzag. Let's see, okay. Pass over again. It really is one of those thanks. I hate it. But I like the end result. I think I'm gonna fetch the coffee after I've done this. Unless mother is doing that now. I heard a sound. Yeah, it's gonna be a really nice when I have normal knitting needles for this. Because what I like to do when I put this down is I like to pull them all the way down to the end, but well, can't exactly do that with these ones, that's for goddamn sure. Yeah, coffee bandit on the loose. And soon it will be the moth on the loose. There, do that, whoa, okay. But yeah, it is fairly secure. I just can't pull them all the way down like I wanna. They look so though. Then when you put it down, you just stick the end into that. And then you take the other ball, stick it there. Then you shove that one all the way down. Yay, portable. Yes, I did. I did. And nothing. Wait, there was one pair of knitting needles. It was the long sweater ones, and it was 1.75 millimeter. So yeah, how about no? Also, how about the coffee? And over here they will display everything they have. There we go. Yeah. There. And also, game. Can I switch my build? Yes. Here we go. And this is actually fairly secure. Like, surprisingly. And then when you want to work, you just start by taking that out. Release the yarn from each other. Perfect. Let's put that one right down there instead. Yeah. I need to tape that label. Okay. You go there. Thank you. Be done. I'm gonna be so calm, by the way, because my coffee, it's just straight up black coffee. There is nothing in it because we have nothing. That's why I'm going to the store. So yeah, I'm gonna be super calm. Let's just say I pretty much never drink straight up a black coffee. If I drink enough of that, it can actually put me to sleep. Fun fact. Or maybe not. Okay, now loosen up the tension. Say some thank you. I do not need my death grip tension for this. Come on. The slow going. I'm not exactly used to knitting. Not that my left hand can do the motions anyway. Yeah. I used to be able to, but that was when I was little. And you know, before I had a stroke that completely messed up my left hand. Yeah, when I was 32, I believe. That's why this is the only way I can knit. Because my left hand cannot physically do the motions at the same time as my right. I can do them separately, just not at the same time, so this is the only way I can knit. But it's working, so whatever. Yeah, I got away very lightly though. It was a very minor one, so the only issue I have is this hand. Or wrist, more like it. Not being able to compute certain motions at the same time as my right. Yeah, I mean, I still found a way to knit, so. And even without that, the ported knitting is a thing. I think there was even someone in that knitting show that had some belt to support the knitting. I remember something about that. He had some kind of belt and long jumper knitting needles, and he put them on the side, pretty much underneath his armpits, sort of, in the belt to support the needles. Kind of the same thing I'm doing. I'm just using my stomach and my jacket. Because these needles aren't sharp anyway, so they don't actually go through. It's kind of the same thing, it's just in front of me instead of to the side. So it is a thing no matter what. And if it helps, it helps. And it is actually good practice too, to keep the strength up in my left wrist. Because you are using different muscles than when you are crocheting. I can tell by the slight strain. Where are you? There we go. Almost went off the end. Okay, now we need to turn this the right way. And by that, I mean the left way. Now we're picking up that red from underneath. finally getting somewhere. I don't like that. Wait. Open through. Hmm. Oh well. Uh, let's see. Which build in the game again? Oh hello. How's you doing? We're back to the right now. Oh, I really need to loosen up that. Or it's gonna be super tight. Oh well. Try and do that now. Get in there. Yay, I did not drop the stitches. Woo! Half asleep and not close to be finished yet. Aww. That's the worst. That's the absolute worst. Sorry to hear that. My wrist is not liking me. Okay. I am sort of project hopping. I'm switching between these knitted fingerless gloves and crochet fishnet ones. Thankfully these balls of yarn are center pull, so they're actually fairly steady on my desk. Let's see. Now we have the Passover. Okay, come on, get in. You? That is not gonna work. I need to. There we go. Yay! Got it. trees again? I think after we have done this and then the knitted row, going back to the crochet fingerless. Green fishnets. In. Almost dropped that. Well. Let's see, was that 3 or 4? Let's see here. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Like I said, really easy to keep track of where you are. Get in. Please and thank you. Okay, don't drop the stick. Yay. Okay, that was the last of the Passovers. I have a mistake somewhere. I am supposed to be having 3 stitches left. I have 4. Time to count. Ooh, super clock. Nice. Passover. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's over here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 3, 4. Mm, mm, 4. Yeah. I missed one stitch over there. Okay, let's go back then. Because with this pattern you can't exactly do any extra increases and decreases, because that will show up very clearly. Don't mind me just looking back here. Go. Let's see, where was it? Oh, okay, there. So, okay, I see it now. At least I caught the mistake at all. That's something. Okay, come on, get in. Okay. How did I do that then? How is this? I don't remember how did I... Okay, you know what? Stitch marker. No, I missed one knit stitch. Because I ended with 4 when I was supposed to be ending with 3, so... And now I need to work back and see. I think it was just there, like that, and then pull those, and then I can slip those back on. That. There we go. Okay. And then I think it was here I missed one. Let's see. Passover. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those 3 is the increase, and then 1, 2, 3 as it was here. Okay. So I needed to do 1 knit here, and then the Passover. Now we're on the right track. Okay, here we go. Now we're on the right track. Then there, past those over there. Here we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then increase here. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4, because we need to end with 3, because that the start and end of each pattern row is decrease followed by an edge stitch. So now we're on the right track. That is how I knew I had the wrong count somewhere. Woo! Now you can even see it. I have the correct count because 1, 2, 3, 4 increases, and between them is 1, 2, 3 decreases. And then there is 1 start, 1 at the end. And then after this knit row, I am going back to the crochet fishnet. Loosen up the tension. Or, you know, at least try to loosen up the tension. Hello? Off. Thank you. But yeah, my left wrist is not exactly liking me at the moment. To Put kindly. It's not hurting or anything, it's just more... I can feel it's tired. It's more annoying than anything. At least I got a bit done on these ones. I don't even know how many rows I got done. Each color is 2 rows. Because it's a 2-row repeat to get the actual pattern. Here we go. Let's see there. It has some very, very loose stitches I'm tightening up at the moment. God, that's better. And I always like to stretch it out before I put it away. Okay then. Let's go back to the fishnets. That's a lot better now. think I can probably fix my left wrist if I get one of those exercise balls. The ones that are mechanical that you wind up and then you do like that. Work against it. I probably can fix it. I just need to find one in a physical store over here that can actually get one that I can hold. Because, you know, baby hands. Actually making kind of good progress in these ones. Not so much the knitted ones, but these ones. And it's actually nice weather now. Holy shit. It's no longer hella windy. What is the temperature even? Let me pop the big one. 10 plus Celsius. Feels like 14. Wow. Partially sunny. Wind speed 4 meters per second. Wow. Air quality is hella sus. Not liking that one. Or the pressure. I'm not liking those, however. But still. Feels like 14. Which means I should be fine if I take a thin jacket. Instead of a fucking winter jacket. Nice. Oh yeah, this means it's gonna be the first time I actually use my new cart for the grocery store. My new wheelie cart that I bought. Nice. It's gonna be really sweet to not have one where the wheels can pop off at any time when you turn a corner. That's gonna be nice. Hello, a change. Yeah, like I said, I won't be afraid of the wheels popping off when I turn a corner. Oh, hello. How's you doing? Got less than an hour left to work on this. I did get a lot done. I mean, when I started, we were like here-ish, somewhere. And now we have done all of this. Not even celery, kiwi, and strawberry. No, but my favorite is the strawberry lime. There is a brand that makes it and it's so good. What kind of yarn? This is, let me actually pull up the unused ball of the yarn. I have the same one. It is the leftovers, this is the leftovers from a headband I made with this. Yeah, of course, it's Hobby Universe in the color Solar Flare. It has some really nice copper sparkles in it. This is glove number 2 I'm working on because the other one is right here. It started with the red and then went down to that. And then the one we're working on is the continuation from that. And this one will go into a yellow soon-ish. Yeah, I wish I could get cider, but the closest place for that is kind of far. I would have to go to the mall to get it, where the liquor store is. Yeah, I have about 12 pairs of fingerless gloves. And I actually use them all, and I have plans for about 4 more pairs. Yes, because they are different thickness and different colors, different designs. Like I have these ones that are for summer because they are fishnets. And then I have more thick, dense ones for winter and so on. I'm actually gonna try this on after this stitch. Let's see. Is it now I need to go over to gain 5 instead? Where's the thumb hole? There's the thumb hole. Let's see here. Don't get stuck in my ring, please. Thumb hole is right there. I have a sweater underneath the jacket. Go. I can do about 1 or 2 more rounds before. think. Yeah, it also looks good even if you scrunch it up. You can see more of the color shift when you scrunch it up. Yeah. I'll actually show with this one. As I went through the trouble of pulling my sleeves up. It's a bit annoying to get on because they are slightly fitted. Let me just try and pull that. Because these are longer than I usually make them. But yeah, you can see you can either have them scrunched up or you can just have them be more webby. But yeah, it looks like completely different gloves. And then just rim. But yeah, I think I'm at the part where I can almost go to the chain 5 instead. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more round of chain 4 and then I can go to chain 5 for the rest. But yeah, they are slightly annoying to get off because of the fit. But once they are on, they are so comfy. You can even see that they are fitted. Not to pull the sleeve down before I get cold. But yeah, one more with the chain 4. And then I can go on the chain 5 for the arm. Then I'm gonna have to really measure them. So we're gonna go on the yellow soon-ish. We don't have just a little bit of green left before it's yellow time for the rest of it. And now it's time to switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's the same yarn. It's just shifting. I have a headband I made with this yarn. Don't think I have pictures of that one yet. Uh, blue and black? You mean the zigzag? Yeah, I'm actually making a red and gray one. Actually making a red and gray one. It's slightly longer, but otherwise exactly the same. Yeah, they're really cool. I'm really comfortable too. And easy pattern. Now, time to switch build in my game again. I pressed the button, thank you. Had I done 5 here? 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, okay. It didn't look like 5, but it was 5. Let's see. Oh. It's gonna start to get yellow now. I knew my eyes were not playing tricks. We're slowly leaving the green behind. Very slowly. We have that little bit green left. Oh yeah, there will be. I think to post the headband that I apparently never took photos of. Of the same yarn. Even though I finished it, was it last year? And oh, hello bot. Thanks for tagging me. Be bad. I love that they have started to tag you. see, what time is it? Okay. 20 past. Quickly running out of stream time. I will have to run to the store directly after, so... We have no sugar, no butter, no lemonade, no onion. I need a red onion. Soon we have no green left, guys. Yeah, it's defo getting yellow now. Not sure the camera's picking that up. But it's a clear difference. Now it's almost picking it up. There we go. You can see it's green and then it's definitely more yellow up here. So soon we have no more green. Come on. Okay. 5. Eh. Leaving green behind. So sad. I'm thinking maybe I should have started more within the green instead of letting the orange be up top. But oh well. I didn't exactly plan the colors. I let the yarn do the work for me. I think that was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. A wall here. We are leaving green behind. We are now almost fully into yellow. Okay, let's... kinda. Let's get some very, very rough guesstimate of the size. Just a thumb hole compared to the red. Okay. Thumb hole, thumb hole. Yeah, so we still got some bit to go. Yeah. Addicted to crushing frogs? Yeah, I am not even sorry. I am not even sorry for your new riveting obsession. I should be quite a few frog patterns in my Discord, by the way. And also check the pins, there might be one there. Might actually get this one almost done. Let's see. Oh, it looks like we are nearing the end. Like maybe 3, 4. Okay, maybe 5. Maybe 5 more rounds before it's done. So probably will not get it done within the stream time. Do only got like less than 20 minutes left. So this will be done today at least. Then I can weave the ends in and then take a picture. I could start or end. Yeah. When I started these ones, I think I frogged them 3 times. And the red and granite ones, I frogged the start of those 6 times before I actually got it done. I kept fucking up the cast on and missing stitches and yeah. It was a full ass experience. Before, okay. 5. Oh, yarn almost went off my lap. Whoops. Come on. Let's split. You. What mini scores? Doesn't. A lot of people have already done that. Oh yeah, I actually have one I wanted to remake. Eh, need to find yarn for that one then, okay. Gonna measure these again when I get to the end here. Okay, let's see here. Pump hole, where are you? There. Come here, you. Oh, okay, okay. One more. One more round. Then these might actually be done. Crochet along. Ooh. I've never actually found any that I want to do. I thought of the Hobby Halloween one, but then I saw the finished product and it looks like a 5-year-old had made it. It looked terrible. Like, actually terrible. It was almost to the point of how the fuck do you dare charge people for that kind of thing. Okay, we are almost at the end of this round. Then I'm gonna measure it again. Because we might actually be done. One more here. Okay. We might, in theory, be done with this. Might. I need to find a thumb hole. Could be that one. Think. I think that's the thumb hole. It is, okay. Okay, I would say that we are actually done with this one. They do look to be about the same size. It doesn't need to be exact, so whatever. Okay. Now for end. Never mind that, I dropped it and have to remake that loop. Four, five. Touch. Again. Second time now. Okay. Single crochet, single crochet, and slip stitch in there, and done. Yeah, it goes pretty fast once you actually get into it with this pattern. It's actually the same pattern as my ace flag gloves, just, you know, without the color changes. Okay, let me just... Just roll my hand into this. Go. Yeah, it should be about the same length. Yeah. It's pretty much the same length as the red one. Then when you scrunch it up to see all the colors. Woo. Yeah, it's pretty much the same length as the red one, I would say. Gonna put this red one on again. It feels like I might have done a few more rounds of the chain 4 on this one. That's the only difference. Because it's a tiny bit hard to get on. But yeah, they are very much the same length, I would say. Nice. So I just need to weave in all of the ends that are hanging from both of them. Yeah. Slightly fitted, fingerless fishnets. Very sparkly. But yeah, these are now done. Just need to take care of the ends. Yay! Finished project. Red one might be a little bit longer. I think, yeah, this one I did maybe 2 more rounds of the chain 4, and then there are maybe 1 round longer. Other than that, they are very much the same, so it's whatever. Oh, these are very much for me. Mother have a lot bigger hands and wrists. So these are made for me because they are slightly fitted. Yeah, they are completely done. I need to take care of the ends. But I'll be doing that after I get home. But they're done at least. Yay. I really love doing fishnets. I need to make a pair in all black. But I want cotton for that. This is acrylic. I just want a pair of classic black. But I don't have any black cotton at the moment. Not wool? No, I pretty much never use wool. Never. I am for my spiral socks, however, that I'm knitting. But yeah, I pretty much never use wool because it's too hot for over here. Yeah. But yeah, we got the gloves actually fucking done on stream, which is fantastic. Considering that I did take some time to work on the knitted zigzag ones. So, woohoo! Love wool socks. Yeah. I'm gonna be so happy when my spiral ones are done. I plan to have them done for this winter. I'm at the toe for the first sock. I need to start decreasing for the toe. Then I can start on the other sock. So I'm gonna have them done for winter this year. That's the plan. But, frog butt. Discord, be over yonder. Instagram for the crafting stuff in the slideshow, including the gloves that will be up before I leave for the grocery store. It's right down there. I will be back this weekend as usual for Heroes of the Storm on Saturday and Eidolon on Sunday. But for now, thank you for being here, lurking, working. Stay safe, stay warm, be crafty. Bye.